welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, I'm sure you can guess what we're going to be talking about through the title. So let's get right into this video. If you hear any noise in the background, it is Royal. He's joining me here today. He's not allowed to be unsupervised, so he needs to stay in here with me. So I did find out when I was 18, but I ended up turning 19 in June. So I did find out in April that I was having a girl. Due to COVID, I wasn't able to have a gender reveal like I planned on having, but it's okay. This video is going to be uploaded in two parts. There'll be a part 1 and a part 2, just because I still haven't fixed a computer or gotten a new one, so the editing app on my phone is not strong enough to transfer like a 20-minute video, so I'm going to have to do it in two different parts. So I am currently 36 weeks pregnant. I know, it's insane. So my due date is August 26th, so she can come now at any point really. I have been getting really nervous and scared to give birth. Obviously it's like a scary thing. For so long here we were only allowed to have one person in the delivery room with us, but they just now did make it where you can have 2 people, so now I can have my mom there. So I'm definitely more excited, and I do feel a little bit more relaxed knowing that my mom will be there and she's done it 4 times and she'll be able to like help me through it. No shade to my boyfriend or anything, but he's never had to have a baby or anything like that, so I didn't really think he would be the best support. No offense. So in this video, I'm not sure exactly everything I'll talk about, but I know I'm going to talk about how I found out, when I found out, and stuff like that. So I did find out on December 19th of 2020. My boyfriend for about, I want to say maybe 2 weeks, was saying that something was different about me, that my attitude was more worse, and things were just upsetting me a lot more than they normally would. And he kept saying he thinks I was pregnant, and I was just like, no, please stop. You're like, I would laugh. I literally would start laughing and tell him he's crazy, and I was like, it's not possible, like, don't even. Just because I've never gotten pregnant before, so I just really didn't think I was. And this time around, my period was, I want to say 9 to 12 days late, something like that. And normally if my period's like 2 days late, I would start thinking like, oh my god, I'm pregnant. And then I never was. So this time around, I just felt really at peace. And I just was like, my period's gonna come when it's gonna come. I'm not gonna start stressing out when then my period's gonna come and I'm not gonna be pregnant, and I'm gonna be like, why did I stress out? Like, you know? So I was just really calm about it. And I don't know if that's just because I was pregnant, so for some reason I just wasn't stressing out, but for some reason this time around I wasn't freaking out. I was like completely fine. But my boyfriend was insisting that I was pregnant. So now come December 19th, I was at work and I said to him, you know what, I have like $5 change on me. The dollar store is right beside where I work. I'm gonna go there, I'm gonna get a pregnancy test, and I'll take it in the bathroom just so you can be at peace of mind and know like, okay, she's not pregnant. So I went to the dollar store, I grabbed one of their pregnancy tests. I went to work, I went to the bathroom, I took it, and sure enough, like right away came out positive. I will be inserting pictures just so you know, but yeah. So then I started to get a little like, oh my god, what the hell? So I said, you know what, bring me another $5, I'm gonna go buy more. So he came, he brought me $5. I went to the dollar store, I bought 2 more, and I went back to the bathroom. I took both of them, and sure enough, both of them came up positive right away. And I was just like, oh my gosh, okay. So obviously there's like that like a question of, oh, are the dollar store ones accurate? So I had this like period app on my phone, so I have posted the pregnancy test in it, and I said, these are from the dollar store, do any of you know if these are accurate? And sure enough, all the comments came in, they're accurate, that's what I use for all of my pregnancies, da, da, da. And I was just like, oh my god. I literally started having a panic attack in the break room at my work, and I was like, I need to leave, like I want to go home. My friend's like, you're done in an hour, just stick it out and then you'll come home. I said, okay, fine. Sure enough, does somebody call in sick, and does my boss not ask me, hey, can you cover this shift tonight? And I was like, I just felt bad to say no. This is when I first started working there, and I had told them that I'm available 24/7 whenever they need. So I felt bad to say no to shifts. So I said, okay, yes, I can take it. So my 5-hour shift turned to a 10-hour shift. So that was a little hard on me because I just wanted to go home. So that day, every time we would have a customer come in, and you know, sometimes you have like the nice customers, and sometimes you have the customers that they don't know what they want and they take 20 hours. Like, so I was like visibly irritated, and I was like, okay, like you need to put it together so you don't get fired. Like you need to, but I just was so frustrated and stressed out. Like I just wanted to get home. So then I come home and my boyfriend had made a dinner for me, which that's very surprising. He never does that unless I force him to cook. So he went out of his way to go to the grocery store and pick his own recipe and make me dinner. So we had dinner, and we had just kind of sat around and talked about how he knew the whole time and that he could just tell and all of this. So I was like, I know, like I can't believe you were right, but I still was doubting it because of the dollar store test. So the next day came around, and he went to the drugstore for something. I don't remember what. And when he had come back, he surprised me with like the pregnancy vitamins you need. So he had bought me the bottle and one of the clear blue digital pregnancy tests. So I went to the bathroom and took it, and of course, you know, because those ones take a little bit longer because they're the digital ones. So of course it pops up, pregnant, 3+ weeks, and I was like, yeah, okay, so I'm pregnant. So from there, I called my doctor. I got a referral to go for an ultrasound, and I had gone for my ultrasound. I want to say I was about 6 weeks when I went for my first ultrasound and all the blood work that you have to do in the beginning. So I went and I did that. And at 6 weeks, it still wasn't even really a fetus. Like, it was like you could see something, but there wasn't really anything there because it hadn't formed yet. So he was like, you need to come back when you're 11 weeks. So I went back when I was like 11 weeks, and of course it formed into a little baby. And I still, like, I knew obviously like I'm pregnant, but I don't think it registered in my brain until I was maybe like 24 weeks pregnant. Like that's when, like, I already had known it was a girl. I was taking my vitamins, I was doing all the like necessary things like you have to do when you're pregnant, but I just, like, it didn't register with me like, okay, I really am pregnant. Now it does, because obviously now I'm so big. I've gained like 40 pounds, and she moves so much, like, so now it's like registered with me, okay, I'm pregnant. And I know like most teen moms probably, when they do these videos, sound a little bit more stressed out, but at this point I've had 36 weeks to accept it. I did go through my phase of being stressed out and everything like that, and I've definitely I've passed that. Now I'm just more stressed about giving birth and about, you know, I'm just so used to this life of being just me and my boyfriend. So now it's gonna be me and my boyfriend and a baby. So that I'm trying to adjust to as well. And in terms of pregnancy symptoms, I personally think I didn't have any. My boyfriend would say my mood changed. I didn't notice my mood changed. He would say I was getting mad about things I wasn't getting mad about. Normally, I think I probably would have still gotten mad over those things, but I don't know. Obviously, the missed period, that's a pregnancy symptom. So I had the missed period. I wasn't nauseous. I wasn't throwing up. I didn't have any of that stuff. The only thing I did have was fatigue. So I was very tired. Like, I could never, it didn't matter if I had 14 hours of sleep. I was tired. I just wanted to sleep. I woke up, I wanted to go to bed. Like, I just was exhausted. Normally I'm up till like 3-4 a.m. But I couldn't stay up past 12. Like, I was just always sleeping. I would work a 4-hour shift. I would come home, I would sleep right until 6 o'clock. Like, I was just always tired. And I want to say that lasted until I was 12 weeks. The entire first trimester completely like sucker punched me. Like, it took all the wind out of me. I was exhausted. Probably the weirdest pregnancy symptom, because I don't even know if this is a symptom that I had, was I was dreaming almost every night. I had a dream about a friend from my past or a friend in my, like, that I'm currently friends with, that they were pregnant, and that they were telling me that my time would come for me not to be jealous that they're having a baby, that my time will come. And it was just so weird. Every day I would wake up like, why am I having these dreams? Like, every day it was a different person, same message. Like, I was like blown away. Like, I was like, why am I dreaming this? It was so weird. And then come to find out, like a week later, I was pregnant and the dream stopped. So I don't know, that was probably the weirdest thing that had happened to me. It was really strange. But in terms of like my everyday cravings, it's definitely a lot of fruit or chocolate, anything sweet. I crave a lot of fruit, so I've been eating a lot of like fruit cups, or like those big circle fruit trays I went through like one of those a day. Like, I love fruit right now. Any chocolate or anything sweet like that, I love it. In terms of like my pregnancy, I don't want to, like, I've honestly had a really easy pregnancy, so I'm really thankful for that. I've only thrown up one time. I do have really bad heartburn. I can't sleep anymore for maybe like 6 weeks or more. I've not been able to sleep, so that's been a little challenging, but I'm not going to complain about that because I know that there's girls that have a lot worse than I do. And I've been really blessed, like, to not be nauseous and not be sick. Once in a while I get nauseous, like, but that's about it. Like, honestly, it's not been hard for me at all. So I know, like, that I'm really thankful for, that it's been easy for me. I had a pretty easy pregnancy. I mean, I got stretch marks, which that I really hate. I hate them so much. You guys have no idea, but I'm just trying to embrace them, be like, you know, my body's growing a baby, it is what it is. And who knows, maybe I'll get them lasered off in the future. And for me personally, like, when I had found out, like, it was never a question in my mind if I should keep the baby or not, because I'm not against abortions. Like, I think you need to do what you feel is right for you and right for your situation, and I'm 100% for that. But for me personally, I could never imagine having to go through that and having to do that. So it was not even a question in my mind that was what I was gonna do. So she already has a little personality. So if I'm hungry, obviously she's hungry. So if I'm not eating, she will kick and kick and kick and move and move and move. And she just does not stop until I eat. The minute I eat, that's it. She's happy, she goes to bed, and it is what it is. And I'm like, oh my God, she's gonna be feisty. When she comes out of here and she is hungry, she is gonna scream her head off until she gets some food. So it's cute, like, shit like that. I can already notice a personality in her, and she loves the dogs so much. Like, even if she's sleeping and she's like not moving, if I'm laying down and the dogs come up to me and they rest their head on my stomach or they cuddle with me, she gets up and she's going at it. Like, she loves them. She loves when they're around. So for part 2 of this video, it's gonna be how we told our families and their reactions. That's definitely going to be the more dramatic part to this video. So yeah, make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe so you don't miss part 2, because it's going to be a spicy one. So thank you so much for watching, and don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe.